I'm redesigning my life. This is why, and this is how. Because while I'm no stranger to a hectic life, from a teen wife and mom, constant moves, and a barrage of life's curveballs, I get it. Life is ever changing, and there's not always much we can do about it. At the same time, I truly do believe that life is as lovely as we choose to see it as. None of us are promised a tomorrow, and I think each gift of a day of life should be lived to the fullest. Enter the life redesign. Somewhere along the line, we all accept a certain level of life for many reasons. I don't think that means that we have to remain somewhere that we're not totally in love with, though. Whether it's too much clutter, poor self-care and health, or simply not feeling fulfilled with your life and the level of living you're doing in proportion to the just getting by, that's what this is for. To look at all these areas as connected limbs to the same root. I think there's 3 steps: to assess life, to deconstruct areas of bad habits and frustration or just general non-loveliness, and then to rebuild it all in small, bite-sized chunks of actionable steps. These are meant to be repeated as needed, to be accomplished slowly and intentionally, and to be enjoyed to the max. Every day God gives us life is a day to make the most of. Adventure, grow, serve, and know that in all we do, we invest in the things that are eternal. I pray that this can serve each and every one of us in the season of life that we currently find ourselves in. Let's make the most today and every day, in every area of life that we have before us. Are you in? So on this quest of redesigning and resetting my life over the next month, I've got my little booklet here made for myself, and I sat down today with my cup of coffee, sitting outside in the sunlight, and really just taking some time to think about these areas of life that I feel like maybe we don't do quite as often as we probably should. So again, if you're just finding this, I will link those videos at the end in a playlist, so you're more than welcome to go and look through them. You can come and join me in this, but I think it was almost so freeing. I wrote these down this morning, and then my husband and I went and we had lunch together and just sat down and really talked about these areas. Where are we at in life? Is this really where God has called us to be? Are we doing the things that we feel like we should be, or what's lacking? What's missing? Where have we become complacent? Where are we struggling? What do we need to work on? And I know for all of us, these things we fill out in these pages here, right? They're going to be different, but to take the time to look through this and say, okay, if you guys get my booklet and you're joining me, right, assessing them, like, where are we at? What is it that this is what's really been getting me of, like, this is missing, we need this, like, this is what I want more of, this is what I want less of. And it's not material items, it's just life and how we feel, what we're doing with our time and our resources. And then I kind of moved on to my second step here of deconstructing these areas of food and home and self-care and even just enjoyment, and going, where is it we're at? What are the good and the bad? And where is it we're trying to get to? And now what I'm really excited for is step 3 here, is actually putting these things into action and truly breaking them down and building them back up. And I'm super excited. I know I've put out all these videos talking about it, but what you're gonna see here next is the action. Is putting this into gear, and kind of how I'm going to show you guys how I'm breaking it up in these areas and how I'm putting together actionable steps so that way I can start doing these things and seeing the results. And I'm super duper excited. This is it. I planned it, right? This is step 1. So if you find this later and you're watching this series, you see it. This was step 1. I put my pieces together, and now I'm getting to it, because this month I'm resetting, I'm redesigning, I'm rebuilding my life and ready to get out there and maximize each and every day. So, as a little vlog journey diary here of where I'm at and how things are going, I've done it, I've put it together, chatted with the hubby, chatted with the kids. Gonna have a nice relaxing afternoon and evening, and then tomorrow be right back here, because my little steps I've put together to kind of kick my house's rear into action, that's gonna start happening, and I will see you all right back here then. Bye, friends.